Hello, my name is David Walker. I'm the Budget Director for WSGA, and I hope this video helps you out on how your organization can get their money from us. So there's a couple steps, 6 in total, that you need to do after your event to receive your money from WSGA. The first is before, during, and after your event, save all your receipts. Normally, organizations will pick one person to keep track of their the receipts that they use. That's normally their treasurer, but pick one person and then have that person track their receipts in a paper folder and add receipts as they go along. This seems to be the best process so receipts don't get lost. You'll later email the receipts. I'll get to it in later steps, but email them to wsga.budget@washburn.edu. I should start off with this, but this link to this Google Doc will be included in this description. On top of the first step, I'd also like to include that WSGA is a reimbursement process, meaning that you spend money and then we reimburse you for that money. And so we need to have receipts and invoices sent to us to prove that you actually spent that money so that we can get you that money. Second step goes with you will need to what you'll need to do with your receipts and invoices. The biggest thing is organize your receipts by expense or category. So that means if you have $200 in food receipts and there's 10 different receipts, and then 10 gas receipts, organize your food receipts, organize your gas receipts, and then tape them onto a white sheet of copy paper. How to do this is in figure 1, so we'll go down here to figure 1. So it's a white sheet of paper and then receipt, and so on. This is just for organization for your sake and then later for my sake so I can get you your money faster. You will also need to, once that's all done on the white sheet of paper, you'll scan the receipts and then save them onto a file in your computer. You also need to add up each category, so add up that you have 10 food receipts equaling $200 and 10 gas receipts equaling $60, and add up the categories of each expense and then find a grand total. You'll include the grand totals in the text portion of the email that you send these to me in. You'll save the original receipts on the white sheet of paper for later steps. So step 3 is email me your receipts and invoices on one file, not 10 different files, but one file. Again, that just makes us go faster. I can get you your money faster. And then the text box portion, email me the sums of the categories and then the grand totals. Now, this step falls on me so once I have all that, I will make sure that the totals you're giving me are correct and you spent the money that you are allocated for and you did not exceed the limits the Senate put on you. And then I'll make a transfer from Washburn Student Government Association's organizational account to your organizational account. I'll email you telling you how much I transferred. It's probably going to be the total you give me if it's done correctly. And then we can move on to step 5. Step 5 is filling out the payment voucher and turning it in. So this step falls on you. So once I make a transfer, say for $1,000, I'll tell you I made a transfer for $1,000 and that money is now in your account. That leaves you to fill out a payment voucher. A payment voucher is a form that says, this person, organization account number is going to be WSGA, owes this account number is going to be your student account number money. So figure 2. So how you get this payment voucher is in figure 2. It takes you to this link. I have that right here. So it's going to take you to this link right here, and then you just go down to accounts payable, and it's the payment voucher Washburn only chart of accounts W. So you'll open that up and then it will take you to something that looks like this. So this is the actual payment voucher form. You'll include your information here, the description of the event. So it would be your organization title. The fund will stay the same, and then you put the total, say $1,000, and then that will transfer to down here. You also give a brief description on what you spent money on. So I went to a conference, or I hosted a speaker, or this, that, and the other. You'll leave a couple sentences of a description of time, event, location, expenses, and so on. Here you will also need to get signatures from your organizational sponsor, your department head, and then the requester, so you do not need to fill it out. That is for another person. So once you have that, that's filling out the payment voucher. You access it by accessing that link. Follow the steps there. That's figure 2. You'll need to fill out the information, put the totals that I sent you in the email, because those are the correct totals, and then you will turn in the payment voucher with all the proper signatures and the original receipts to Morgan 211. So that's very important. So you need to have the original receipts on those white sheets of paper and turn them into Morgan 211. There's going to be a person there called, her name's Mary Gerber. She will help you out. And then once that's done, you'll probably have to wait a couple days, and then you can pick up your check from the accounts payable office, which is on the first floor of Morgan. It's the where you pay your tuition, or it's where like that bank glass is. Once you turn everything into Morgan 211, a couple days later, normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when they print checks at the end of the day, they'll have your check ready for you. So I hope that's useful. If you have any questions, please stop in the office or email me at wsga.budget@washburn.edu to answer some of your questions. But this is pretty in detailed on what you need to do, everything you will need to do. This link to this Google Doc will be included in the description. I hope this is useful. And again, if you have any questions, please stop in and ask. Thank you.